me Bonnie Bairns and welcome to the Superhero Dog Owner Show. This is the show that helps you have more fun and less stress with your pet dog. We are the only podcast to be broadcast live from a white van that we know of. It's certainly the only white van in Sunderland that's broadcasting a podcast. I can tell you that without a doubt, yeah. So today we are at Costa del Hendon. This is one of our favourite beaches that we spend a lot of time at, that you guys saw us spending time at in episode 1, actually, wasn't it? Trip to the beach. That was Costa del Hendon 2. The tide is in today. The seagulls are a-squawking, but hopefully they won't interrupt the podcast. So we talked last time about finding the kryptonite and why it was really important for you to find out exactly what it is that your dog likes so that you can more easily control him and get him to do what you want him to do. And it's really important that you do that because you need to know, for your dog to find something rewarding, it has to be rewarding to him. Yeah, it's no good giving your dog chicken if all he wants is hot dogs, and it's no good giving him a squeaky tennis ball if all he wants is a tuggy toy. Yeah, but if you can find out what it is that your dog likes, then it'll be easier for you to get him to keep coming back and doing exactly what you want him to do. So to demonstrate this even further, then I've got a nice little story to show you now. This is me, Barry and Sidney having a trip to the Bakers. So the main way that your dog learns anything is by association and consequence. Yeah? That means if they do something good, like a sit, yeah, and then they get rewarded for it, then they're going to be much more likely to want to do a sit again. And this applies to anything that you want to teach your dog, yeah? Be it a sit, or a down, or a stay, or a heel, or if he jumps up at people, yeah, and you want to make him stay down, or if he barks and you want to make him quiet, yeah? If you make the thing that you want your dog to do pleasurable for him, then you've got much more chance of making it more pleasurable enough for him to want to do it again for you, and it's going to be more likely that he's going to do it again for you. And that's exactly what's going to happen when we go to the Bakers right now. Come on, Baz. Come on. Good boy. Toby, my youngest son, likes to have his jam sandwiches on a morning for his breakfast. Yeah, he's a real jam-eating child. But he doesn't just like any jam. We has to be raspberry seedless jam. And he doesn't just like any kind of bread either. He likes to have a nice white bun from the baker's oven, which is our local bakers in the town. And because Toby likes that bread, we keep going back to the same bakers time after time. Yeah, it's pleasurable for him, so we keep repeating the experience. And this is exactly the same thing as what you can do when you're training your dog. If you make it pleasurable for your dog and rewarding for him, and you use something that he likes, then he'll keep coming back again and again, and he'll enjoy it more and more. Free sausages, don't we, Barry? Remember to make whatever you're asking your dog do, make it very, very, very rewarding for him, just like it is for Toby with his bread. And like today, it was super rewarding because we got some free sausages as well. So we're definitely going to go back there next time, aren't we, Barry? Aren't we, Sidney? Yes! So that was a trip to the Bakers, and I hope that nicely demonstrated to you why it's important for you to find out what it is that your dog likes so that you can use it to keep getting him to come back again and again, exactly the same way that we keep going back to the baker's oven again and again to get the nice white stotties for Toby to enjoy his jam sandwiches on a morning. And you can apply this to anything that you do with your dog, anything that you do with your dog, you need to make sure that the dog is finding some part of it rewarding, because the more rewarding that he finds it, the more he's going to want to do it, and the more he's going to look to you like he's this dog's superhero. So last week we mentioned that we set up a little bit of a challenge. Alex remembers this very well because he was the one that was going to take part in it. So what we did this for, Alex, is it's very easy for me to sit here and say, you should do this with your dog, you should do that with your dog. It's dead easy to do this. Find out what he likes, play with him, job's a good one. Yeah, but it's another thing for people who haven't done much dog training before to get the confidence to have a bit of a play with their dog and to push themselves out the comfort zone a little bit. And so that was why I thought it would be a good idea if you went and did what you did with Otis, So before we have a look and see how you got on, because Alex, being Alex video guy, obviously videoed the whole bloody thing in 12 different cameras and complete Hollywood production. No, so how did you find it? How were you feeling before you took Otis out?
Before, I was feeling quite apprehensive, to be honest, because we'd been filming the previous day, hadn't we? And I said, I've got Otis tomorrow, and you had the idea. You said, well, why don't you film it? Why don't you see if you can make something of it? And I thought, oh yeah, great. And then as it kind of got closer, I was thinking, what if this just doesn't work? It'll just be the cliche of the dog just looking at me and being like, who's this guy? Like, why should I listen to this guy? But in actual fact, it turned out to be the opposite. And it went really, really well. And Otis isn't a particularly naughty dog. He's not a bad dog or anything like that. He's not aggressive or anything. But he's just a bit, he's the boss.
Yeah,
most of the time. He does what he likes, and he kind of...
A bit headstrong, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So the biggest challenge I knew from the start was going to be getting him looking up at me and not being distracted by all these things that were going on around us and stuff. But I do feel like by the end... Well, you'll see in a second. By the end, he was looking up at me as if to say, right, what next? What's the next thing we're going to do?
Brilliant. Oh, well, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, and I think it's exactly, as you said before, for people who are new to dog training or new to dog ownership and stuff, it's just about that comfort zone thing. It's about being a bit silly and, not being so serious about stuff all the time. And
dog sit,
exactly. And it's just about having fun. And that's, you do that, you break out of the shell a little bit, and then everything else follows much more easily from there, and you get the results as well.
Brilliant. All right then, well, let's check it out then. This is Alex and Otis on the road.
Where you at? Hey you. Good boy. Are you excited? You ready? You ready to go? Yeah. Right, where should we go? Okay, so we haven't actually set off yet, and we can already tell what kind of dog Otis is and what he's motivated by. So he's sitting here next to me, and he's staring up at the top of the houses up here because there's a few birds knocking about. But I do also know that Otis is very toy motivated, and Joanne, Naomi's mum, has given me 2 special toys this morning. We've hidden them from him so far. 2 special toys that he really, really likes. We're going to use them as his kryptonite when we get there. Going to use that to get him interested in me and make me the most interesting part of his walk. Shall we go? Come on. How's that for a perspective view? So I'm taking my bag with me because we've got quite a lot of stuff, but I'm going to keep this ball very handy because I know that's his favourite. Okay, let's go. Come on, Otis. Hey, good boy. So we've come a little way down the path. So before we go any further, I'm going to get him a bit more interested in me with that toy we talked about. What's this? What's this? What's this? Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Ready? Blessed be, tried to avoid the camera, but he knocked it over anyway. Otis, get your ball. Get your ball. Good boy. Good boy. Come on then. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Otis. Otis, leave it. Leave it. Thank you. Good boy. So already here we haven't come too far from the car, and Otis is kind of leading the walk. He's the one who's pulling on the lead and sort of demanding where he goes. Otis, come here. Good boy, good boy. Come on this way. This way. Yeah, so he's quite responsive to commands and stuff. He does what I ask him. He is a good lad in that respect. But as I say, he kind of decides from the start where he's going to go, and so we're going to have to work to get him interested in me. I've got to be the fun part of the walk. I've got to be the thing that he is most interested in and the part of the walk that is the most exciting, not his environment, which is currently what he's finding to be the most exciting thing. So we're by the river now, and I think Otis is ready for a swim. So let's go for a swim. So another thing that Otis likes to do is destroy sticks. But I do have those special toys that he was interested in, so let's try and use them to get him interested in me. What have I got? What's this? Ha ha ha! Oh, what's this? Ha ha ha! Come on, Otis. Come here. Ready? Go get it. Go on. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, well done. Thank you. Good lad. There we go. Ready? Go get it. Yeah, good boy, Otis, come on. Yay, well done. Yeah, so this is Otis's big thing that he likes to do. He likes playing a game of tuggy, but I don't want him to do that with sticks because it's dangerous for him. So I'm going to try and use that other toy to get his attention back on me again. Otis, what's this? There we go, so straight away, attention back on me. I'm not going to throw this in the river though because it'll just sink. So we've kind of discovered that that's his kryptonite, that's what he likes the most. So I'm going to keep it handy. As I say, I don't mind throwing the sticks out into the water for him so much because they are buoyant, they're going to float, unlike that ball. So long as I can get the stick back off him straight away as soon as he comes back, then we're okay with that. So let's try that again. You go for another swim? Ready? Go on, get it! Good boy, Otis. Come on, yay, clever lad. What's this? And there we go, straight away. He's dropped the stick, he doesn't even care. Well done, Otis. Ready, go and get it, go on. Yeah, so I think that worked pretty nicely. We're going to move on a little bit now, walk somewhere different. Good boy, come on. Otis, come here. Good boy, there's a good boy. Good boy, there's a good lad. Come on, let's go. What's in here? Ooh. So this is quite handy. We've got a little enclosed area. We've got the gate shut now. This is the Roman bridge of Piercebridge. Doesn't look much like a bridge to me. Right, so let's have a go of the find it game. Good boy, stay. Stay there. Good boy, stay. Stay. Okay, find it, go on. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Otis. Yeah, so Otis was being a little bit more badly behaved there. He was kind of just running off, doing his own thing with the ball. So I've put him back on lead now so I can get a bit more control of him. Wait. Okay, find it, go on find it. Yeah, good boy. Nice and easy, nice and simple. But he's into the game now and he's starting to listen to me a bit more. What's this? Got your ball? Ready? Shoo! Yeah, good catch. What is this? Sit. Good boy. Stay. Okay, find it. Go on. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Good boy. Okay, so I've got Otis off lead again now. We're going to have a bit of fun. And I'm going to play some retrieve games with the ball. Ready? Go on. Come on, Otis. Bit of a problem with the leave it, so what I might have to do is get the other ball out of my bag and use that to kind of tempt him to drop this one. Let's see how we go. I've got the other one. I've got the other one though. Come on, let's go. Otis, sit, wait, sit. Otis, stay, sit. Good boy. Go on. Yeah, so for a non-dog owner's dog walk, I think that was pretty good. All I did was go through a few key steps of getting Otis interested in me before we went on the walk, using the resources that I know he wants the most, using those to get him focused on me, get him listening to me, get him to do what I want him to do, getting him to stay away from things that I want him to stay away from. And now he's he's worn out. We've had a great walk together. Look, he's looking at me all the time now. This is genuinely a really big improvement over most of the walks we've had before, where he's just been on the lead and we've just walked, you know, around the block with no toys or anything like that. And he's been tearing things to shreds and sniffing everywhere and being interested in other dogs and other people and barking at bikes and cars and buses. We don't have all of those distractions here, but again, that's the key thing. We've come somewhere where there aren't any distractions. It's a nice place for me to walk and to chill out, and both of us enjoy the scenery and stuff together. But more than that, we don't have any of those other distractions going on. And as I say, Otis is looking up to me now because he knows that I'm exciting. So that's great. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits that Dom's training works. Not that I ever doubted it for a second. So I think we're going to head back to the car now and have a drink and go home. See you next time.
So that was it. Well done, Alex.
Thank you.
Wasn't he bloody marvellous? No, it was really good, and that perfectly demonstrates, exactly as I knew you would, perfectly demonstrates exactly what we're talking about, which is that you just need to be a little bit silly with your dog. You know, if you find out something that your dog likes, and then you can use it to have fun with him, and you can really quickly build a strong bond, can't you? You know, with your dog. And so tell everyone what's happened since. What's been the reaction since you've had Otis out?
Well, I'm not going to blow my own trumpet, but Otis looks up at me now like I'm the best thing since Gravy Bones, to be honest. He's very loving of all his family, for sure. But whenever he comes over to my house or I go and visit him, he's pretty excited to see me.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, though, and you hear this a lot, don't you, is that everyone in Naomi's family now said, "Oh, he loves you. There's something about you he just loves." And there is, but it's nothing personal. It's nothing that's special about me or anything like that. It's just the fact that he remembers this great day that we had and the subsequent walks, since then and stuff. And the fact that I've kept that up every time and tried to be interested, and just by doing little things, he just associates me now with that.
You know what works now, and so you're doing it consistently. And that's a really good point that you made then, because a lot of people will say that to me about you make dog training, you make it look so easy, or you do this, and they don't see that all the days that when you have put the effort in when they've not been there, But the truth is, you can really quickly get any dog interested in you by using something that he's already interested in. Without a doubt, it's a fun, it's a quick, it's an easy way for you to get that first connection, isn't it? And have a bit of fun, and like you said before, be your dog's superhero. All right. I mean, this is the book again. I'm going to mention it again because if you haven't got a copy, you really should get yourself a copy of How to Be Your Dog's Superhero, and you can do that by going to www.mydogsuperhero.com. But you can see from the picture there, obviously I have slimmed down a lot since my superhero days. Yeah, I was a lot more bulkier then, but no, the whole idea about me becoming a superhero was that anybody can become their dog's superhero. Yeah, I was that guy who didn't have any control over his dogs and wished he was a better dog owner and a better dog trainer, to becoming a successful dog trainer who now helps other dog owners have more fun with their dogs. So anybody can be their dog's superhero. Anybody can be the thing that their dog wants to be with and wants to follow around the park. And you can be more interesting than that Labrador or that Dachshund or that pheasant. You can be more interesting than that thing. Yeah, you just need to find out what it is that your dog likes, make sure it's something that you can control and carry, and then use it to have a bit more fun with your dog. So that's another plug for the book. If you're not ready to invest in the book yet, then you should go to www.mydogsuperhero.com/dog days, and you will be able to sign up for my daily dog training emails. They will bring you a different tip, story, and little bit of help to just move you a bit closer to having a bit more fun with your own dog. And they're free as well. Yeah, you get one every day. That's what this, and that quite nicely ties in with what you were just saying, Alex, about since you've obviously been out with Otis and you were up for it and you found the kryptonite and you used it. Obviously, you've just done that every time you've seen him since then, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, that's it.
Every time you took him out.
Just taking not even the time. It doesn't take any time to get the simple things in place every time. So every time you go for a walk, instead of treating your dog walk like, oh well, he needs to go for a walk around the block, treat it more as you know, how can I interact with my dog? And just some little simple ways, but that are gonna, you know, blow his mind and just thinking and get him sniffing and things like that. You know,
Definitely.
lots of mental stimulation. So it's like, so now I just make sure I take.
You do it, and you do it every time.
Take some toys out every time, and some treats, so we can, you know, play some find it games. And stuff like that. And that's all it takes.
It is. That's literally all it takes. Yeah. And it's a wonderful feeling, isn't it, to have this, like, have a dog or a number of dogs, you know, looking at you like you're the best thing since sliced bread. Honestly, it feels. My wife never looks at me like that ever. You know, maybe she did once upon a time. I can't remember. But either way, at least my dogs do now. Okay, so if you want to be important to somebody, be important to your dogs, and find out what their dog likes and use it. For God's sake, use it. That's it for today's episode. I think we've covered everything. Thank you for going out with Otis and for video and everything for us.
Pleasure.
And please don't forget to subscribe to the Superhero Dog Owner Show on iTunes. Just search for the show and press subscribe. You'll get all of the episodes beamed into your phone or your iPad or whatever it is that you're watching them on, your computer. And you'll get each episode every week. So next week we're going to be meeting our first guest, Alex, our first human guest that isn't either me or you. We're going to be going seeing a guy who's he's been a huge influence on my dog training career, my doggy education. He's a big friend of mine as well. His name's David Davies, and next week we're going to be hitting the road and we're going to be joining Dave at his home in Herworth, finding out a bit more about him, how he got involved with dogs and how he helps people with their dogs with his dog training business every week. So we'll see you then, and if I don't see you through the week, then I'll see you through the window.